You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's Bad Girls Club After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Bad Girls Club After Show.
Ghostbuster, that's why you're mad. That's why you're mad.
Valentina.
That's why you're mad. That's why you're mad.
Alicia.
Don't pity her. Do not pity her.
Valentina.
Some countries, eye for an eye.
Alicia. Yo, what up, AfterBuzzers? Bing is for doing, and we are here doing the first reunion part of Bad Girls Club, Season 10, Atlanta. It's your boy, DJ Jesse, joined in studio by Sir Cameron Marston.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Mahalo.
Mahalo.
Chevonne Hughes.
Hey, everybody.
And this is our reunion show, which we need to amp up a little more than the episode we just saw, because that ish was boring.
Very.
You know, last season was the first 3-part, and we were kind of really excited. We felt like, oh my god, it was going to be 3 parts, lots of fighting, lots of epicness, and then they fill it with this, like, build-up stuff.
Well, that's what I've always said about, like, any reunion that has 3 parts. Granted, the Atlanta one was a little bit different, where they all kind of, like, Real Housewives of Atlanta, it was all kind of good. But usually when there's 3, it's just like you don't have enough to, like, make each episode very interesting.
Well, I think, I'm sure they had enough to do, actually, honestly, because I know from, you know, most of the girls say they were there for like 6-7 hours.
Right.
So I'm sure there's enough stuff, but it's just like this whole like setup of like meeting each other and all that, like,
Right.
it's just
We don't need it.
DTM.
We can hear about it on Twitter. We don't need to watch it.
Right. And I'd be more interested in that, honestly, if they covered some of the Twitter beefs more deeply at the beginning of it. But I mean, let's just start with it. We start off with Valentina. And boy, if anyone got cocky after watching themselves on TV, Valentina, you don't know me.
The concierge was like,
No,
crickets,
bitch.
crickets.
Oh, Fallon. Yeah, Fallon.
Oh, I remember you from last season. Yes. Alicia, she lost some weight. Dyed her hair,
Hot pink.
looking like what was it, Princess Fiona?
Yeah, Princess
They
Fiona.
call her Shrek. She looked way more like Princess Fiona.
Yeah, she really did with those little dimples. Oh, sweetheart.
I'll say face-wise, she got cuter with the weight loss. The hair is just doing too much for me.
I honestly don't notice much of a weight loss because I didn't really think she was that heavy. I mean, she was like, I
can see it in her face.
in her face? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I just didn't pay attention to her because she wasn't relevant.
Oh.
Sorry.
But then also think about they were drinking for 3 months nonstop, so that can kind of, you know.
Yeah, but you know that doesn't stop
Face
anyway.
fillers.
You remember back in Miami when those girls were on the treadmill, they were on the elliptical.
Yeah, these girls didn't work
You know
out
what I'm saying?
unless it was on the stripper pole.
No, Shannon did. And Stephanie made fun of her.
You're a gladiator. you're a soldier. Oh my goodness.
Rocky. We're gonna go beat them up.
They don't know. They don't.
Don't even know. I'm gonna get chocolate covered strawberries.
don't know,
Naners.
son.
Oh my goodness, Shannon, you gave us some really good material, so I applaud you.
Shannon, let's talk about Shannon real quick with her whole switcheroo.
Yeah.
Done got a nose job. Now I liked her the way she looked before, personally.
Yeah, she looked better before.
I actually like the way she looks now, but you can
Really?
tell they messed up on her nose.
They literally cut off the tip of her nose.
Well, the shape of her nose didn't bother me, but you could tell that her left nostril was smaller than the right now. They messed up, you can tell.
But the thing is, I remember Mikey saying before that she looked like China, but now she looks even more like China.
I don't know what she looks like. And that hair color, I do not appreciate it.
Honey blonde.
I like the darker, the darker one. It made it. She said she got all this work to look more ethnic. I think you looked more ethnic before.
You did, yeah.
think Rocky looks cool. You think she looks more like a man now?
I've always kind of thought she had a very strong facial features.
Chevonne was really trying to push on like
Shiny.
Rocky is really trying to fool everybody.
She's pulling a fast one. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong, but she looks very masculine in her face, and something in her voice where I don't know if some's being tucked, some got cut off.
I feel like they would highlight that, and that would be really
popped out. The story would have
really
popped out.
kind of epic.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. That would be kind of really epic for
I just
them
think
to
she's
have.
country. She grew up hard. Brothers, country. Too much oatmeal.
Too much. Valentina's now a lesbian. All of a sudden.
Well, we kind of called that though.
You heard it here first at AfterBuzz TV. That was an exclusive. We really
Alicia's
broke
my
that.
bitch.
Yeah. Well, the way she was like, whenever she would get drunk, she would always climb on top of a girl. She would never like approach a man or have a man approach her, and never. She had no play with anybody of the opposite sex whatsoever.
And she was really overprotective of Alicia.
Who was it? Somebody, either one of you guys or somebody that follows us, was saying that she wasn't. Is she from Nigeria or she's not from Nigeria? I'm confused.
She's Nigerian, but I don't think she's like
born
probably
here.
first generation American. I would think.
Whatever. If you guys know, you guys can call us at 424-256-1729. Again, that's 424-256-1729. So apparently, while they were watching the show, Alicia has had some Twitter beef with Nancy and Rocky, which was interesting because Nancy didn't really bring anything up to Alicia.
No, I mean, I just think that.
And Alicia didn't bring anything up with her in that little cabana thing either.
Yeah. Of course, Alicia ain't. She's scared, right? Scared. That's why you
Princess
mad.
Fiona.
Because she was wearing those fucked up pants.
And then Alicia said, the whole Valentina and Alicia talk conversation for me, I feel like they haven't spoken since the show. It was really awkward.
Valentina and Alicia, you said? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I think it was a little like forced, whatever they were saying. It was like they had a script kind of in mind, like a skeleton script.
And also, what is her damn name? Alicia and Valentina are not friends anymore. Apparently, via Twitter, I just saw posted. Shout out to Joey BGC blogger. Posted something about them going back and forth and calling Valentina a bitch and this whole thing. So their friendship.
What do you mean? A friendship that started in the bad girl's house is no longer? What?
I'm sorry. Alicia's champion, her only one was Valentina, so I don't know what friends Alicia has.
Yeah. In that case, we have a caller on the line. Caller, what is your name? Where are you from?
My name's Hans, and I'm from New York.
Your name is Collins?
No, Hans, H-A-N-S.
Oh, that's fancy.
What up, Hans? All right. What did you think of the reunion?
The beginning was kind of boring, I thought.
Kind of boring. What did you think of
talking, because there was really nothing going on. But of course, when they actually got called out by Tanisha, and of course Shannon jumped onto Valentina, that's when it all started.
What did you think of Valentina and Alicia's kind of back and forth at the beginning, like their conversation? Where do you think how did you think that was genuine or kind of forced?
It was like I don't know. It was. I really didn't pay attention to it. It was pretty stupid. I don't know. Like, I feel like that whole meeting up, especially since I don't like Valentina and Alicia, kind of like bored me. You know, I was more into I'm team Rocky, Nikki, and Shannon.
Well, okay, so you're team Rocky and Shannon. How did you feel about Stephanie talking about how mad she was at? She was talking a lot of trash about Shannon.
Yeah, it felt kind of weird listening to that because, like she never really said anything in the house and she was just neutral. So for her to come out and just say all that stuff, very weird to hear her listening to. I mean, Paula, whatever, because she had a problem with Shannon, but for Stephanie to say something and not say anything in the house,
Right. Were you shocked as far as Valentina not wanting to go back onto the stage?
I really was, that she didn't want to go back, because I thought she wanted to fight, and I guess she was so shocked at the fact that, the reunion didn't even start, she just got tagged, and she just got like trampled on, like, which is crazy. She just got attacked, and I guess I could see why she didn't want to go back out. But it's like you stirred up the whole thing, the whole season, and now you can't even go back out and like defend yourself in front of them, you know?
But Hans, think about this: like you spend like $1,000 on your hair, you know, $300 on your dress. You look real cute, and then all of a sudden you step on the stage and then you get your ass kicked.
Why are you spending that much money for the Bad Girls Club?
Because that's all she has.
Nice, and she just got. I can't even explain. Like it's still shocking just thinking about how she just got trampled on
she
right
got
away.
fucked.
Yeah.
At the end of
She's
the day.
upset because her relationship's new and her girlfriend's gonna leave her now.
Yep, because you look like a bitch on camera.
If she had been smart, she would have popped 5 aspirins before she stepped on the stage, so it would have already been kicking in.
Her girlfriend's gonna go after Rocky.
And I saw many tweets about when they decided to bring Eddie Murphy onto the show because they say Valentina's starting to look like Eddie Murphy lately.
Oh.
That's why we love our fans. We love you guys.
Clifford, Eddie Murphy.
I think it was Gabby or Danny that did it from season 8. I think it was one of them that mentioned it.
Jesse's.
The twins.
Comadres.
I'm going to have some stories for you guys next week, too, because they're in town this week. So.
I love the twins.
And they're hanging out with Judy, too, so it should be very interesting. Hans.
I think they're like filming the reunion for the All-Stars.
Oh, yes.
Or something.
I'll have some tea for you next week. Hans, give us your Twitter handle.
It's @_HANSERIK, @_HansEric.
All right. Thanks so much for calling in, Hans. We'll talk to you in the upcoming weeks.
I like this voice. Go ahead.
All right. There you go. So, I mean, we've already announced this. Rocky and Zuli are dating. We announced that earlier in the season.
Cute. I think.
There was some drama there with Julie, so it should be interesting to see the All-Star because Zuli was hitting on Julie, and then Julie wasn't really showing her any time of day, and then that kind of got Rocky and Zuli involved and hating on Julie, so should be interesting.
So do we think that Rocky is like officially on the other side now, like, or is her sexuality still kind of fluid?
She's a lesbian.
Rocky was always
always a lesbian. All right.
Yes. Everyone's mad at Shannon, calling her man-in, confessional thug. I think it's interesting that Nikki is teaming up with them. I think that's actually a pretty badass team, if I must say so myself.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really understand why. I mean, I think it wasn't more about joining up with Shamrock. It was about being anti-bully.
Default.
Yeah. So, because it surprised me. I was like, why? You don't really know Rocky. You just saw her on TV. Mm-hmm. Like, why are you so like gung-ho about this chick right now? So I was a little confused, but then she said, she's like, I'm not team bully or something like that. I think she said something like that. I don't remember.
Maybe you guys at home aren't team bully either, but you should be team AfterBuzz TV, Bad Girls Club. And you guys can do that by going onto iTunes, downloading our podcast, Bad Girls Club, AfterBuzz TV. Download, subscribe, rate us, and leave us a comment. Please help get us to #1. And on top of that, instead of watching us on the computer, you can watch us from your phones. You can stream us live from your iPads. So we all over the place now. AfterBuzz TV.
I love you so much, Jesse.
They need like little intro music that we can like just press. So Shannon wants to slap Jen over the Hot Pocket situation, which I'm kind of happy about because the Hot Pocket thing still irritates me. And then Jen says, I'm going to let Shannon get whatever she needs in, and then I'm going to lay her ass out. Do you see that happening?
Nah.
No.
Not really.
No, yeah.
No.
I love the fact that Shannon's like, I bought that Hot Pocket.
Yeah.
I would have said the same thing. Bitch, that's not your Hot Pocket.
Right. And I would have brought some frozen Hot Pockets and been like, bitch.
But why didn't you say that, like, on the show? Why wasn't that brought up in the moment? You know what I'm saying?
Because Shannon was
playing a game or not saying that for herself.
And I also think more in the moment, the moment was usually between Rocky and Jen.
Right.
That we would see the scenes between. And I'm sure maybe she did and just got edited out.
Yeah, because I felt like it would have been something for the confessional room, like where she would have been like, I'm the one who bought those Hot Pockets.
So Tanisha wants Shannon to stand up for herself. That's what she wants from this reunion.
Well, I want Tanisha to stop eating snacks on a reunion show. That is tacky.
What did she eat last? What did she have last season?
I don't know. I remember didn't she have like syrup or something? Or no, that was one of the girls.
Didn't she have another pie? Like
yeah, it was
cake or
something. It was something alluding to the fact that she's a big girl. We get it. We get it. We see you. Like it just angers me. As like a thicker girl myself, it just offends me.
But even if we see you, we can't even see you.
And then when you think you see me, you can't see me. Here's my thing with Tanisha. First of all, bitch, what is the pie reference from? Like, it should have been a Hot Pocket, and then it would be kind of like, oh, ha, ha, ha. But where's the pie and the whipped cream come from?
And why is she sucking like some kind of drink out of a ketchup squeeze bottle? You know those like old-fashioned restaurant ketchup squeeze bottles? She was drinking like it was like a
really.
Like a
I seen her eating the whipped cream.
It was like red.
It was red.
Yeah, that was whipped cream.
That was whipped cream. Oh, okay. I thought she had like a ketchup bottle. And I was
that
would have
been sick. Oh, girl.
Oh, girl, you know you fat when you just eating the ketchup out the bottle. Like, girl, put it down. Intervention. This has turned from the Bad Girls Club reunion to intervention. But it needs to be an intervention because, bitch, why are you eating a pie when the girls are fighting? You ain't even fighting and you out of breath. The other girls aren't even out of breath.
What happened? What happened? And then at the end, when she went to go get Valentina, you were like, no, was it you, Cameron? You were like, why is she out of breath? And I was
she
like,
walked up them stairs.
Did you see those stairs? That was a really steep incline.
Girl, bye. Bye with that whole situation.
It happens.
Because somebody gave her baby powder to eat.
Ooh.
Pica.
That's what they were eating upstairs. And she also wants... I done forgot all about Janae. I said to Chevonne, I was like, oh, I forgot about Nikki.
Yeah.
She goes, you forgot about Nikki? I forgot about Janae. I thought that was from like two seasons ago.
That girl was gone the first episode, wasn't she? Second? First?
And I hope she does turn up a little bit. I do want her to kind of get some sort of revenge in, because that'll be...
She's going to do it from the second row in the back.
Right.
With people in front of her.
They ain't even going to let her sit on stage.
She even said, like, her strategy was like, I know they're going to self-sabotage each other first, so...
I'm going to sit back and watch.
Yeah, she's going to sit back for a little bit.
I'm still recovering from the first time.
So they do the intro. All the girls are walking out. Shannon walks like a man up on that stage.
Shannon, Nikki, and Rocky were tossing no bully shirts. The yellow, they were bound up shirts and no bullying. Classic. As no bullying, then she goes and jumps Valentina. It looked like WWE, WrestleMania, China.
She can get a contract, man. Shannon, contact them immediately because you can get a job.
Then you don't have to sleep with guys for money.
First thing, Jesse's like, why is she getting all glammed up and she's going to braid her hair?
Yeah, it's like...
Oh yeah, Chevonne was like, "Why are you curling your hair?
Why are you curling your hair if you're just braiding it up?" And then and then we thought about it. Like after the fight, you were like, "Wouldn't it be nice if she came out like
if she undid those and she had some like dope ass curls and was like, hey bitches, what's
early
going on?"
'80s kinked, whatever you call it, crimped.
My name's Shannon.
I think there was actually a clip of her what she's gonna look like later on in the reunion. So I think
Valentina.
Yeah, they had changed their clothes. Oh, Valentina.
Valentina gets, Jumpatina got flipped on her, got jumped. Shannon just went in for the kill. Nancy tried to do a little something, was like, oh, hell no, wait a minute, never mind. But then I love how Rocky went over there. She didn't jump in. She went over there, put her hand in front of Nancy and was like, no, let this happen. And Alicia, you talk all this game, but I didn't see you get up from no damn couch.
Where were you? Over there?
She was in the bleachers.
She wasn't on the couch, was she? No, only the 6 that were remaining. Right. She was in the back.
Yep.
Not that she would have gotten up, but she wasn't out there.
What, Alicia?
Yeah. Only the 6 that were remaining because she got kicked out.
Walked on. Okay, yep. I just assumed she was there. Yeah, all right.
Oh god, and then I have Tanisha. I'm just being reminded by her.
But did you like how after she got her ass handed to her, Valentina, then like Rocky just came up to her, but. Like Valentina went up to her to like ask her a question, she says, and then Rocky was like, don't come at me like that. And then Valentina was like, oh, you want some too? Like, it's just like, really?
Right, and then you
didn't win the first round.
Okay.
I guess she's actually the one that made Valentina bleed. It wasn't Shannon, because Rocky's hook, I guess she had a ring or something. Oh. That's what made Valentina's
she said I gave her that.
Highly exposed forehead bleed.
5 head. Naomi 4 head. Naomi Campbell.
I loved it. So Shannon's in the back, and then Nancy gets up out of nowhere and is talking all this trash. Like, why?
Because she needs attention.
Yeah, like, what is this? What's the situation?
Exactly.
Then Valentina's on stage crying, and then she gets up and she like tries to go run. And girl, you look like you was Disney on Ice, flying all over the place.
Like one of those newly born deers, who just trying to learn how to stand.
You ever seen Bambi when Bambi's like, bitch? No, when Thumper goes on the ice, he be like,
oh, I can't.
She looked a mess. Everyone's calling Shannon a coward all of a sudden. Oh, that's so wrong. That's so wrong. But nobody was talking shit.
The whole season.
Whole season. Can't.
Because, wait, Valentina jumped in what, 4 fights?
I mean, I can't even count.
Right?
Yeah.
I will say I love that Oxygen did little surveys during the show, and the bottom was when should Shannon have bum rushed Valentina, or was it okay for Shannon to bum rush Valentina? And 65% of the viewers said yes, it was okay.
Absolutely. What the fuck?
Is she on All Stars, Valentina? I remember you saying yeah.
I think she is. Yeah.
Interesting. So. Oxygen.
Should be a very interesting because I'm really excited to see who she does not get along with.
Everybody. That's a spoiler for you.
All the
Everybody.
straight girls.
So so at least two
of them.
Zuli and Rocky.
Yeah.
She'd be friends. So Valentina's in the back with Alicia. Alicia's dressed like Cyndi Lauper, like from the 80s.
The ruffles.
What she's trying to do.
The white and the ruffles.
And Valentina thinks that she really beat Shannon's ass.
Crickets.
Yeah,
It must be nice to live in that world.
Stop eating the baby powder.
Yeah.
All right, put the baby powder down. Tanisha comes out all out of breath, talking to Valentina, telling her to come out. Valentina is real sad, like not responding to anyone, like passes out a little bit on the couch.
She didn't even pass out. She was faking.
I don't know.
She was faking for some extra appeal. And then Tanisha was like, I got the ambulance. We need the ambulance. Get the ambulance. Oh,
Oxygen
no.
yellow, so dramatic.
She was astral projecting, Nigerian style.
And then the best part was Alicia and Rocky yelling at each other
Through the wall.
through the walls. Which is funny because I've been to the studio before, and it's so small. Which actually, I feel like it's actually. I wonder what the audience has to sign because it's really small. Like it's very dangerous. That could be very dangerous. I would not want to be in the front row personally, knowing how small that stage is. They do a great job of making it look big, but the dressing rooms in the back are not that far away from each other. So that's.
So I wonder what happens like when people are coming in and out of it, and like people who don't like each other see each other.
Oh, I'm sure they have so many guards back there, like blocking certain ways.
Well, I'm sure it's fabricated hut kind of thing, so all the sound comes from over the separation, not really through the wall, but it's really just fabricated housing.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, I can definitely see that. And as the audience, you can definitely hear yelling going on in the back.
And well, like because we saw all the how. Like all the hair and makeup people in the dressing rooms, like doing their jobs, and I just couldn't help but think, what must they be thinking? Like, these bitches are crazy. I wonder what's gonna happen. You know,
if you
like
only heard what I just heard over there.
yeah. I bet you they're all in the back, like once they've done all their jobs, like smoking a cigarette. Like, okay, this is what I heard. So and so is gonna be doing. Like, I would love to like get a little video of the hair and makeup people. Like,
Oh, I'm sure that happens because I just know these girls, and I know. Yeah, I'm
Right,
sure that happens. All right, on that note, I mean, this episode was pretty womp womp, but I know we're going to get an amazing next 2 episodes, so let's head into predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
You better handle that scandal. Coming up next, get a bunch of fun times they showed us, you know. Interesting.
Kumbaya and all.
Yeah.
A lot of kumbaya.
And then it turns into Jen and Alicia versus Rocky, which should be a really interesting fight because then we see Nancy runs after Shannon, which I really want to know where that beef comes from.
Probably just Twitter.
Or watching.
Well, and also I think because
of
Nancy was
watching it
sitting next to
back.
Valentina, maybe now, you know, Nancy's anger has finally come to
Oh yeah, because she's a
surface.
little
Yeah.
situation too.
Nikki
I would
and
love
Jen.
if her and she fought Stephanie. Nancy.
She would rope Stephanie.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I remember
That straight hair would be ruined.
No,
That
Stephanie
is
said
a
something
wig.
about.
Honestly, I really feel that's a wig. Like,
I really do.
Oh no, it is. Yeah. Well, it baffled me when Stephanie was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna pick somebody up and throw their asses on the ground." I'm like, "You're so tiny."
Stephanie said that?
Yeah, she said that. And I was like,
Girl,
"Huh,
that's like...
you're so." I know exactly.
I will say when they were in the cabana, the little cabana thing in the like when she saw Jen, her heart, like the whole pheromone got released. Pheromones, like she wanted to climb her, right? What'd she say? As long as I have a face, you got a place to sit.
All right, that's love.
Well, that is
How does Dre feel about this?
That's a great...
Oh, never mind. I don't want to know.
Right.
Yeah.
It's also interesting. I wonder where they're putting these girls because I think they keep a group of them in Santa Monica, and then I actually think another group they keep in Koreatown because it kind of looked like the Wilshire on Wilshire.
Okay.
Shannon and Rocky looked like they were.
There's someplace called Arnaz or something like that.
That
like
one's probably in
Santa Monica.
Santa Monica.
Yeah.
All right, and then we get Nikki versus Jen, and he said Jen smashes Nikki in the face.
Nikki catches her the first hit, and then Jen clocks her twice straight in the face. Jen's fast.
She's sprightly.
Sprightly, I love it.
Until next week, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hit us up on iTunes, download, rate, subscribe. Follow us at AfterBuzz TV, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You can tweet me at DJ Jesse J. Send me more of those clips that you guys have been sending me all week.
At Chevonne_Hughes, and also at the Debate TV show. We're releasing our second episode on Friday, so stay tuned.
I don't have anything to plug. At Tamakava777. Shout out to Carlito's Way. Start ripping me on Twitter. Thank you.
He's just plugging his sexiness, that's all.
Oh, no.
There you go. Till next week, same time, same place. Peace.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz
later,
Views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.